It's still cold out here, man. My nose is running. My eyes are watering. Man, yeah, Hellcat X back again, you feel me? Back with another live. Feel me? But I wanted to say, man, I'm gonna get right down to it because this is another short live. I'm on my way to get another bowl of pho so I can warm up. I had pho yesterday, I'm gonna have it today again. But I wanted to say this, man. A lot of you guys gotta think this. You know, be strong and survive, man. You see what I'm saying? You want your genetics to survive, man. Right now, Hellcat is in survival mode because I want to pass on my genes. So that means I'm not gonna be wearing condoms a lot of the times when I get back into the dating scene. Only with who I'm in a relationship with. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I will wear a condom. I won't wear a condom, I mean. But I want my genetics to survive, man. What's up with it? What's up with it, Jamie? I want my genetics to survive. So that's why I'm going on diets. Stop messing with alcohol so much. Because I want to survive, man. I don't want my genetics to end with me, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm doing what I gotta do, man. You know, boobs, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff with her, man. You know, she's too short for my liking, but I already been thinking about getting her pregnant, knocking her up, having a family with her and shit. You know, I'm moving so goddamn fast in my head because I'm like, God damn, how much time do I got left here on Earth? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much time I got left. You see what I'm saying? You know. So, I want my genetics to survive. You know, and I'm acting like it. You know, I'm acting like I want my genetics to survive. I'm working every single day. I got a halfway decent diet. It's not perfect. I'm still drinking just to cope with my situation that I'm in right now. But I am still working out and burning those calories, making sure I don't get really fat. Because I want my genetics to survive, man. You know, and boobs, yeah, exactly. She just missed right now. She ain't missed right, but she missed right now. But I haven't had a woman in so long that I cannot continue like this throughout my whole entire life. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm getting things ready, man. I'm chasing the bag. I'm losing weight. You feel me? Just so I can look good for my future girlfriend that's gonna have my children. You feel what I'm saying? I'm taking it seriously, man. You feel me? I'm taking this shit seriously. I ain't playing around no more. You know? say, yeah, the reason why I thought about having a family with her, because I'm an older man that's desperate to have a family, to have children. That's why it's going through my head, you feel me? It would have been going through my head if I was like in my early 20s or some shit like that. Kids was the last thing I was thinking about in my early 20s. I had so many options in my early 20s. I wasn't thinking about settling down, have a family. But as you get older, man, you get more desperate for companionship and family, having a family. You know what I'm saying? So you start thinking wild shit, like, man, Boo's looking pretty good. She's about 5'4", young and pretty. In my books, she's young and pretty. About a 6 in looks at best. And I always thought about busting nuts on the inside, having a family. And I said, no, that's that desperation talking right now. When you get the bag, you're gonna have a change of heart. You know, you're gonna want the woman taller than that. You're gonna want her taller than 5'4". You feel what I'm saying? Like if I had a kid with boobs and it's a male, he'll be 5'7", at the most 5'8", because boobs is 5'4". I'm 5'9". So he'll be caught in the middle of us like I did, you know, just like I got caught in the middle between my mother and my father when it came to height. So 5'4", 5'9", kid will be 5'7", 5'8" at the most. He might be my height, you never know, but I don't want to take that chance. You know, I don't want to let the desperation take over my body. In my mind, you know what I'm saying? So you're saying that because you're desperate, bro. Wake up out of it. She's not tall enough. You feel me? Yeah, slap yourself out. Slap yourself out of it, man. Slap yourself out of it. She's not tall enough. She doesn't meet the standards. Because we want tall babies. We want women around 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". Okay? We don't want those shorty pants. Stop the desperation talk, man. You're saying that because you're desperate. You feel what I'm saying? And you ain't had a woman in a long time. That's why you thinking about it in your head, man. But now, you know, but now I'm like, I gotta be strong so my genetics can be passed on to the next generation. I don't want to end it. I don't want this to end with me, bro. I don't want this to end with just me. And yeah, once I get a woman that's, you know, that fits all my requirements, once I do that, I'm going to be in a rush to have children within the same year of meeting that woman. But not much of a rush. I say second year, because we want to travel and stuff. We're going to go see different countries. When you first meet your woman, it's going to be hard to have children right off the bat, because guess what? You know, you just got the bag. You want to travel. You want to enjoy, you know, some of the fruits of your labor. You know, you feel me? Without having children. Get some time alone. So I can't be in a rush to have children. And if I do get the bag anytime soon or whatever, I would have to start having children around 50. Because you got to get to know the woman, and you can't just rush into like babies and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? First couple of years, you want to take some time along with her. before any children come into the picture. You feel what I'm saying? You want to travel together without any babies crying. See, if you get together with a female and you have children right away, you didn't have no time alone with her, bro. You never got to be with her for a couple of years before children were involved. So, us men, we can reproduce until the day that we die.
Wait.
So I don't have to be in a rush with that. I say at least 2 years with your woman before any kids are involved. At least 2 years, not 1 year, 2 years. I take it back. I shouldn't be in a rush to have children. You feel me? I shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to enjoy my money. You just got the bag. You want to spend some time alone. Yeah, you want children, but not when you first meet the woman. God damn it. But like I said, man, staying strong means that you're determined to pass on your genetics. And the only way to do that with no struggle is to have the bag, bro. Think about it, dudes with the bag, they don't struggle passing on their genetics, bro. Kevin Hart, that motherfucker is short as hell. But once he got the money, he had no problem having children. He had no problem passing on his genetics, bro. As short as he is, bro. That let me know that bag is something that you got to get so you won't struggle to pass on your genetics. Every man listening to this live, you got to be on survival mode, man. It's like, man, I want to be able to have children in the future. Let's get this bag. Let's get this bag so we can have children. I don't want to spend my last quarter of my life alone in a motherfucking rocking chair, looking at reruns of Transformers and shit. Looking at reruns of Family Matters with Urkel and shit. I remember that. Remember we used to be young, man. Remember that? Family Matters with Urkel. And you be by yourself, man. It's a lonely life by yourself, man. And some motherfuckers, they be coping, talking about, yeah, stay single, bro. Yeah, stay single. Okay. Yeah, if it's by choice, stay single. And I do believe that I do have a choice. I'm single by choice because I choose to be not sexually active with women. I choose not to be in a romantic relationship with females. I choose not to have sex with females at this point because I'm so focused on this bag. You feel what I'm saying? But there's a difference when you're forced to be alone. A lot of guys are forced to be alone, to be by themselves. And it hurts around the holidays even more to be alone. But we gotta fight through it, man. Soon enough, these holidays will be over with. We got Thanksgiving coming up this Thursday, and happy Thanksgiving and shit, man. Hope you enjoy all the turkey and shit and dressing, because that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna go to my sister's house and I'm gonna fill up. And I'm gonna bring a plate back to my spot too. You feel me? But you gotta think of this, bro. The reason why dudes go out there and get the money and the cars and the clothes is because they want to survive, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a bag chase because I want to survive. I want to procreate. I want my genes to be passed on. Anybody saying that it's cool to be alone, they coping, bro. It's not never cool to be alone. Unless it's about choice, you know. You can be alone by choice while you chase your bag, you know. Because I could have got with Certified Stalker. I could have made her my girlfriend. But I choose not to. You feel me? Because she is not the one for me. She wasn't even Miss Right Now. She was just a fucking goddamn, a piece of ass that I tossed to the side after I was done with that bitch. And she was upset that I did that. That I didn't want to have nothing to do with her. Once she started acting like a little princess and being sub-5, no, you can't act like a princess. Being sub-5, you cannot be a princess female. Nah, you can't. And I blocked her. I ghosted her. You know what I'm saying? By choice. Even though I don't have a whole lot of options. I wouldn't tolerate that bullshit, man. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, so meaning that being strong and survive, meaning that it means that your genetics gotta get passed on. Once you start having children, you have survived. Your genetics has survived, okay? You're passing on your genetics to the next generation. You hear what I'm saying? But if you don't pass on your genetics in this lifetime, you have failed. Because this is what you came down to earth to do, is to pass on your genes. Why you think you always horny all the time, man? Why men are always horny? Because it's built inside of us to procreate. That's what sex is for. To bring new life into the world, man. And you gotta make sure your genes survive. Don't let your genes get washed away into the sea like this, man. Don't let nature just make your genes to disappear into thin air, where your genes end with you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck all that. So we're gonna pass on these genetics once we get this bag together. I can't wait to see how my first kid gonna come out to be. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see my firstborn. I can't wait to like hold he or she in my arms. You feel what I'm saying? Newborn baby in my arms. You feel what I'm saying? Hell, it might be boobs, man, but I'm concerned about her height though. She's not tall enough, bro. If I got the bag, I want tall women, bro. You know? But you guys have a good day, man. I just got to the pho spot. I am hungry for pho. I just got done fasting, and we good. You guys have a good day. I'm out.